I live a double life, but we both share these big busted boobs. I just feel like these girls are not on the same page whatsoever. There's a major size difference. I need them to match. I really don't give a when I'm Gia. I've done Harley Quinn and my own take on the Joker, Pam Anderson in Scary Movie 3. I did kind of a spoof of that. Hello? You're in the house? Body modification became a thing of interest for me with just some of my idols, like growing up. Pam Anderson and Elvira, like I just saw that aesthetic and I was just blown away by it. I think I pretty much decided from an early age that I was gonna get my boobs done as soon as I could. So when I was 20, I was larger and curvier, and the doctor I went to told me he'd go as big as he could. And he was kind of stoked that I actually had a lot of tissue, and he went up to 960 for my very first surgery. I was his largest creation. I've always been obnoxious, and then it was like my outside matched like who I was. And at the same time, I was still wanting to go even bigger. So I went from my old 960cc implants to 1650cc's. And then I was like, I kind of want these even bigger. So I went up to 2050cc's and got some lip implants too. And I decided to kind of throw in a little extra obnoxiousness, getting my tongue split. After my last breast surgery in 2013, I had definitely ballooned up to over 300 pounds. And then I had gastric bypass surgery. The weight started falling off really, really quickly. As the weight started falling off, I started waking up. I discovered, cosplay, taken on a whole new persona. I go by Gia Gotham. Just became an escape for me. Right now, I'm definitely concerned with the size difference between my implants. In the last 6 months, the more weight I started losing, my breasts were not really best friends anymore. They weren't matching. So I want to see Dr. Nassif and Dr. Dubrow because they will be able to tell me without any bullshit what's going on and help me correct the asymmetry that I have. Because as much as I'm living my own double life, my boobs are also living their own double life in an alternate universe.
Okay, so when we sit back and look at them, the first thing we notice is the left not only is droopier, but it also is much larger. And that's the main thing, right? By the way, this implant is upside down. This isn't that much thicker than lower eyelid skin. This is the back label right there. You can see the back label of the implant. Oh, wait. Serial number 1. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, my God. Gia's breast implants are so large, they have dramatically thinned her skin. And I've never seen the label on an implant that's upside down. It's extraordinarily rare for me to see something I've never seen before, and I hope I never see again. My bet is this isn't due to a difference in the amount of breast tissue, this asymmetry. This one has a lot more saline in it. Huh. I mean, I would estimate this one has 400 cc's less than this one.
Wow. Funny. 400cc difference was my second and my final surgery, 1650 to 2050. So it's almost like my doctor forgot to fill up my right breast, if we're being real here.
You know that there's not much further you can go here before there's nothing there. There's a lot at stake here if you have a complication, and you're 3 millimeters away from a complication. You really are. Gia's breast skin is so thin that there's very little blood supply running through the skin. If she considers going larger, or even smaller for that matter, there's a very significant risk of her losing that blood supply and suffering a major complication like nipple loss or skin death. So there are 2 things to consider. 1, do nothing, and hopefully for a long period of time, nothing will happen. Or 2, you downsize the implant and then do a breast lift. But because your skin is so thin, right now, any kind of lift would impair the blood supply to your nipple, it would die. Normally, we say, let's downsize them.
Do the conservative thing.
Do the conservative thing, but I think the conservative thing is do nothing right now.
So really the best option is to leave things alone.
It really is. What do you think?
I think you're right. I don't think I ever thought I would, as Gia, come across any kind of issues to where it would affect my life as Bonnie. cosplay is not my #1 priority. Like, I
Right.
have a very important life by day where it could, like, you know, get me to that place where it's like, hey, now we're getting, like, risky here, or threaten my ability to be the best mom I can be. Mind blown. Wow.